Chi again, back to share more healing messages from my heart to yours. Having fun today with my Golden Goddess Full Moon Initiation Day 4 costume. Going for the gold, baby. Yes. Having fun with ourselves, learning to play and co-create and be imaginative and joyful and innocent again. Yes. Getting in touch with the inner child within. Yeah, letting her out. Yeah. She had a difficult childhood, you see. Didn't get a chance to relax and really enjoy play acting and imaginary games, right? Yeah, there were a lot of rules and restrictions. So now that I'm birthing my inner goddess, I'm making more space, okay? I'm being more allowing and loving and setting my inner child free. Yes. Because ascension, enlightenment, moving into 5D, it's really about getting in touch with your innocence, okay? And just letting go of anything holding you back from truly playing and enjoying life, not taking yourself so seriously, right? Because inside, we really are frolicking, playful children of light, okay? And we're in these physical avatar bodies pretending to be these serious egos, right? And some of us are so good at pretending we've forgotten, right? And some of us are starting to identify more with being an ego than a spiritual being playing dress up. So I'm here to remind you of who you really are. At your core, you really are a spiritual being, eternal, full of love and light, playing dress up, okay? In a physical body made of moving light particles called electrons that respond to your consciousness, right? If you're thinking happy, joyful, healthy thoughts, then the body responds because the body is just your consciousness. If you're thinking scary, limiting, fearful thoughts, then the body responds and starts contracting and creating all those stress hormones that break down your immune system, right? So that is the nature of quantum healing, is to know yourself as this spiritual being that is having a physical experience, right? And co-creating this experience consciously and subconsciously, right? So you're not always aware of how all this is happening, right? But as you delve deeper along into your own heart and expand, move further along your journey, you'll gain a higher and higher perspective, right? You'll climb kind of higher and higher up the mountain, be able to see more and more of the valley of the shadows below you, right? Where your ego is trapped, okay? Not being able to see the forest through the trees, but your consciousness, your self-awareness, right? That part of you that can create this space, right? This neutrality, this observing space to witness what's going on around you and within you. Okay, this awareness, okay, can become more and more present, more and more conscious, okay, and self-aware, right? And as that happens, you rise up in your consciousness and begin to see how your ego, okay, was causing a lot of your problems because of the limiting thoughts and beliefs and choices that you made because of those limiting thoughts and beliefs that created fear and doubt, okay, right? Pushing you into darker and darker, more limiting choices. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Okay, so our thoughts and our emotions, okay, outpicture our reality, right? And then based on that, how we react or respond, okay, will generate the next outpicturing, and so on and so forth. So that's how this 3D hologram works, right? So it always starts from within, head, heart, what's going on, okay? And then based on that, your consciousness will outpicture your reality. Your consciousness is vast, okay? It's both your conscious mind and your subconscious mind and the collective minds of everyone. Everything is connected. That's how reality works, right? And so we create illness in the body when we lose consciousness and let our ego's programs run the show, okay, causing reactive behaviors and choices that are fear-based and limiting, which creates more difficult outpicturing, right? More suffering, right, in our lives. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, what you focus on is what you get, right? So when you have cancer, the last thing you want to do is start obsessing about it, focusing on it, labeling yourself, with the pink ribbon, start calling up everyone you know with breast cancer and comparing notes, right? And then you want to know the worst case scenario, because that's what the ego wants. Ego wants to see and know about the worst case scenario because ego is so fearful and it just naturally gravitates towards fearful thoughts and fearful desires, right? Because what's going on inside of you will pull in those thoughts that resonate, right? So your ego is going to start pulling in all this quote unquote information, right? Okay, but it's all going to be skewed towards the scary because that's how ego works, right? Okay, so you got to step in there and diffuse the situation, right? Right? Can't let ego pull you down into a downward negative spiral that will limit your choices, right? Okay, and box you in. Okay, yeah. And oftentimes we do that, and it creates kind of a more intense situation, right? Which sometimes is a good thing because it creates more tension, right? Contrast, okay? And could propel someone to wake up faster. So there's just different approaches, and then how you go about it is based on your consciousness, how self-aware you are, right? See? So when I got my cancer diagnosis in 2018, I'd already gone through a spiritual awakening in 2012, so I was a lot more self-aware than most people, okay? So I knew that life's situations were not what they seem. I already knew that reality was created from the inside out. I knew there were already blocks inside of me because I'd already seen in my 2012 awakening what an experience of oneness that was not fully integrated in my body, right? Because I had this huge awakening. I went to the mountaintop and saw oneness, right? But there was so much density in the physical vessel in 2012. It took years and years to kind of work through all the density to kind of be here now, more grounded with that energy, that divine energy of oneness. And I've had 3 Kundalini awakenings, which is incredible, Some people try to have a Kundalini awakening just once in their life. And I've had 3. The first one, brought in the light into the higher chakra, right? And then began to work with my mental body, right? because it re-identified me with spirit and no longer with ego. And then working through all those limiting beliefs and all that karma, it took years and years. I had to forgive, let go, get over my fear of lack, okay, and resolve all interpersonal relationship issues and all judgments against the world and how it should be. It took quite a while for me, okay. I said it's been a 7-year journey since my awakening, and but I got to a point in 2018 where the cancer diagnosis propelled me to the next Kundalini awakening, which was the emotional purge, right? So the first one was the mental purge, right? And that took a long time to get rid of all the negative belief structures, right? And then the second one in last year was the emotional purge, okay? And that started working within my emotional body, releasing just so much trapped fear, anger, sadness, anxiety. Yeah, it was all in there. It was very intense. And then the third one happened very recently, and I accidentally filmed it on my YouTube video channel, uploaded it, and that one went down. So the first one was more the crown chakra, the second one was emotional, so it was more the heart chakra that really opened me up into the heart, connected me more into spirit, connected me to the higher realms. And then the third one recently was the lower chakras, okay, releasing massive root chakra, stored, trapped sacred sexual energy, which started moving through my spine, moving through my body. And you can see in the video, the Kundalini video I uploaded, I went through these waves and waves of kind of, orgasmic bliss or energy that kept moving through my body, just trembling, shaking, and moving me into kind of like a brain orgasm. So the orgasm is actually moving from the bottom all the way up through the body, and that energy was flowing for days and days, and I still have it in me, and it's just been integrating, just moving through my body, moving pain and density out of my body, so I can sit before you, just feeling a lot of calm and bliss and peace and no pain in my body. Now, when I rehab my arm and do physical exercise, of course, there's tension, there's pain, because I'm trying to rehab an arm, but I'm not experiencing the type of pain that people who are suffering from a chronic illness would experience. The pain that just kind of comes up on you when you're not doing physical exercise, and it's distracting, and then it doesn't, go away easily, and there's tenderness and inflammation. I don't have that inner pain that prevents me from exercising and being very present and joyful with life, and feeling, sensitivities and tasting and sensing everything, right? And just really being happy. Yeah, so that's why I can sit here and claim that I am well, that I'm healed, that I am present in my body, right? And feeling better than I've ever have, because it's true. And really, that's the point, right? We want to be happy and joyful in the body, okay? And no matter how it looks, right? So if we forgive the past, yes, we've all made difficult choices, right? Yeah, and so now maybe, I have a swollen arm that, makes me look lopsided, right? I can't put my arm towards the back, so I can't reach towards the back. There's limited mobility. That's very, very irritating, from someone who has never had a physical disability, right? So I have to be very compassionate with myself, learn to love myself right where I'm at, right? And so when I do my rehab and my exercise, it's with love and not with any other agenda, right? So, yeah, that's the 5D way, right? Self-love, self-compassion, kindness to yourself. Breathe that into your body. So, which gives me a great idea on this day 4 initiation to tune in, bring out the inner goddess, and bring out the healing energy of self-love. Yes. When you use this healing energy today, as we initiate and call it forth, and you can just repeat after me when I do my affirmations. And as we call it forth, okay, we're going to breathe it into our bodies, right? And then I'm going to have you, as I call it forth, breathe it in and tune into areas in your body where the tumor is, or the swelling is, or the pain is. And just sit with that, with the breath, and just breathe, no agenda, okay? Just to sit and breathe as you are, okay? Right, okay. Not trying to do anything, not trying to think about healing or anything. You're just going to be as present as possible with this beautiful goddess healing energy of love. And just be present with your body in the areas of discomfort, right? Okay, this will be the day 4 initiation, okay, of being present in the moment with the body just as it is, with all the flaws, okay, right? Okay, let's tune in. Divine Goddess within, we call you forth from our hearts, breathing deeply into the belly. Divine Goddess, come forth through the breath, in the heart. We go to meet our inner goddess. And she is here. Welcome. And thank you for allowing me to be here with you, full of love and light to share deep within our hearts. Know that, male or female, you are from me, your divine inner light, the mother of creation is within you, all around you, vibrating you with my love. Never are we apart. Know this. Breathe me into your body. That is where you will find your salvation, within your body, through the heart. There's no way to escape life, because life is you. It's always been you. Breathing you, informing you, growing you, nurturing you, and evolving you, always towards your highest potential as a spiritual being Breathe me in. Breathe in the love and light of your soul, your inner goddess. I initiate you into your own heart now. As a sovereign creator being of love and light, I call this forth from my heart to yours, and so it shall be. Very good. Until next time, I love you and honor you in your journey. Namaste.